Hello and welcome to my kitchen. So, as part of my presentation on the ethics of hidden sugar in food, what I thought I would do is talk through something that I would eat on a daily basis. So start with breakfast, then go to lunch and go through to dinner, and then work out roughly how much sugar I would have consumed if I had eaten that for my daily intake. So the NHS recommends that men should eat 70 grams of sugar a day and women roughly about 50 grams. This is what 70 grams of sugar looks like. So it's not a very big dish, nor is it a huge amount of sugar. So, starting with breakfast, a nice healthy bit of fruit juice. Kick off the day with some fruit and fibre. This is pineapple, orange and carrot. It says that it's a source of vitamin A, manganese and fibre. So on the whole it looks like a pretty good shout. This here is 200 millilitres, which is their recommended serving. So as you can see, it's not quite a full glass. So if I was to fill up the glass, that brings us to a serving of 300 millilitres, which gives you 35 grams of sugar in just that one drink. So, moving on to cereal. Again, going on with a healthier start, have some granola. This is a Sainsbury's whole nut, raisin and honey granola. This here is the recommended allowance, which is 50 grams. Now, not being funny, but that isn't going to keep me full until lunchtime. So a more realistic portion size is this here, which I weighed out to be 150 grams. Now, if you were to eat the 150 grams worth of granola, that is the equivalent of eating 31.2 grams of sugar. Basically, through both your Tropicana and your granola, women have already exceeded their daily allowance of sugar, and men are not far off from exceeding it at almost 67 grams of sugar. So, what does that look like? This is a cup of 76 grams of sugar, which I'm pouring onto the weighing scales. And then at the end, we'll work out the total. So, moving on to lunch. Again, trying to be healthy, so keeping up with the protein. Thought, why not have a can of baked beans and some slices of toast? Can't be that bad for you, can it? Well, actually, yes, it can. A solid full can of Heinz baked beans, which, no lie, I can get through quite easily, plus 2 slices of bread, brings you over around about 25 grams of sugar, and a bottle of Innocent Energized smoothie. On the premise again, quite good. It's full of lots of different vitamin B, vitamin C. It's full of flaxseed, so it keeps you regular. And, you know, generally not a very big bottle. So again, it should be healthy. Unfortunately, this single smoothie here has 48 grams of sugar, which is the equivalent of eating this entire tray of 5 jam donuts. Meaning that if I was to eat just the baked beans and toast and have a smoothie for my lunch, I'd be consuming 72 grams of sugar. So, pour it on. And we'll move on to dinner. So, being busy, sometimes have to have a ready meal or two. This is a sweet and sour that I got in Tesco. It's not a huge portion. It's only 375 grams. And, you know, the sugar in it is 21.8, so not particularly bad considering it's the main meal of the day. But perhaps wash it down with a soft drink. So, picked up a ginger beer. Again, a nice refreshing drink. However, shockingly, this ginger beer contains 75.6 grams of sugar in one 500 milliliter bottle. Basically, this bottle of ginger beer has more sugar than a man's daily allowance and almost double what a woman should be eating on a daily basis. So, if I was to consume that for my dinner, that would be 97.8 grams of sugar going onto my pile. The cup is actually over full. So, when you add up everything together, I would have consumed almost 250 grams worth of sugar in one day, excluding snacks and excluding any other things outside of what I've got on this table, which is 5 times the recommended daily allowance for women and around about 4 times for men, which is absolute madness.